What's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel for another movie reaction. Super excited for today's because it's been on my radar for a long time. It's Saving Private Ryan, and I don't really know a whole lot about this. The two things that I know, obviously it stars Tom Hanks, who is slowly taking over the channel, it seems. We've done several Tom Hanks movies recently, which I have no issue with. He's a great actor, and so I'm excited to see him in this. And the other thing that I know is when I saw 1917, I saw a lot of people saying it has a similar storyline or base storyline to Saving Private Ryan. And so those are the only things I know. Don't know who directed it. Don't know how similar the storylines are between those two movies, but I'm very excited to check it out. It's another 3-hour movie. We've had a lot of those lately, and so I'm sure we'll get a lot of great character development as we do with all of those. And I'm expecting a lot of great war sequences and battle sequences in this movie. I don't know how many of them there are, but I know that it's regarded as such a classic war movie, maybe the best war movie of all time by a lot of people, and so I'm sure it has some great sequences. And the other thing I think I know about this is I believe it takes place during World War II. That's just a guess at this point, though. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously I'll find out soon enough. I hope you guys enjoy watching along with me. If by the end of the video you enjoyed it, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. That helps the video out a lot, helps the channel reach more people, so I appreciate you guys who do that. And if you'd like to watch along with me for the entire runtime, definitely check out my Patreon link in the description. That's where you can find my full-length reaction to this. Obviously you'll need your own copy of the movie to watch along with me, but you'll be able to find all the other full-length reactions from the stuff I've done from the channel as well. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Saving Private Ryan. So this is now the fourth, I believe, Tom Hanks movie we've done, because we did Green Mile, Forrest Gump, Castaway, and now this. And if this is anything like the other three, which I loved all of them, then I'm in for a treat, I'm sure. I don't know how many other actors have had so many hits, because I don't know many Tom Hanks movies that aren't highly regarded. So is this taking place in the future and they're visiting like a memorial or something right now? Because, I mean, if this guy looks super old, I'm assuming he's not going out to battle and was already in battle, maybe. I don't know how much of the movie that guy's in, but that's incredible acting in just like 2 minutes of screen time. I was already starting to feel the powerful emotion from that. Oh man, my guy Tom is pretty nervous right now. I'm sure everybody is. They could be heading to their death for all they know. Holy crap, just mowed them all down instantly as soon as that gate went down. That'd be so freaking terrifying, just to basically have nothing you can do and just be dead in seconds. This is filmed very, very well. I love the sound design of this scene so far. Jeez, are they like the only two guys to, well, only one guy to survive from that whole group of people on that carrier? That's insane. This whole thing is just one big death trap. Oh my gosh, how do they pull off some of those shots? Everything in that looked 100% real, not CGI. Oh, his leg! Love the use of handheld camera in this moment, makes it so much more intense, like you're there. You'd be so scarred even if you survived this. Dude, these shots are incredible. And this is just like 5 minutes into the movie. What a freaking opening sequence. Dude, I'm in awe right now of this filmmaking. This is incredible. I'm watching this in surround sound, and there's gunshots everywhere around me, explosions everywhere. It's like completely transported me to this place. Man, this is so gruesome already. Holy cow. Appreciate the realism of it, though. It definitely makes me a lot more fearful. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is already like a master class in filmmaking. I know the whole movie is not going to be like this, but my goodness, it's already off to an unbelievable start. Oh my gosh. That dude's face was completely caved in. That's horrifying. I wasn't ready for this opening, man. This is so freaking shocking. I can't believe people actually had to live through this experience.
Lucky bastard. Move it. Keep it moving. Got it?
You get unfocused for a split second, you're dead. Incredible, man. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm just in awe. Easily one of the best battle sequences I've ever seen. This is the first one of the movie, that is.
Far from me, O Lord.
Oh, nice shot. About time they got someone back. Man, if you were somebody who actually fought and survived in this, and this movie was released, I don't know how you could see it, because this is so realistic. It'd probably just bring back too many memories. What I assume are practical effects in this are astonishing. Absolutely everything looks flawlessly done and looks like it's all real.
Don't shoot! Let him burn!
Honestly, I don't even need to see an entire movie. After this battle's done, the movie could end and I'd already rate it 10 out of 10.
What? I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying!
Oh, dang. Pretty ruthless. Can't say they don't deserve it, though, in that situation. They were just slaughtering them a second ago. Kinda risky, though, having that mentality, because you don't want to turn into a monster as well.
Hey, Fish. Yeah. Look at this, a Hitler Youth Night.
Wait, what? Was that just Vin Diesel? That's the last person I expected to see in this movie.
Quite a view.
Dude, what an unbelievable opening to this movie. My goodness. That was just non-stop stress-inducing action. Some of the best that I've ever seen, honestly. And it's going to be hard because I'm going to want more of that the rest of the movie, but it'd be unfair to expect that for 3 hours, so. Wait, what? Is that the Ryan that the movie's called after? Surely not, right? He wouldn't die in the first scene.
Colonel, I've got something you should know about. These two men tonight in Normandy.
Sean Ryan.
This man at Utah.
Peter Ryan.
Hey, let's go. Walter White himself. What a freaking legend. Wasn't expecting a crossover from the two aspects of the channel.
The three men are brothers, sir. I've just learned that this afternoon their mother's going to be getting all 3 telegrams. There's a 4th brother, the youngest.
Wow, dude, that would be so devastating to have 4 sons in the war and lose 3 of them. I guess that's the connection with 1917 that I'd heard people making. Just that there's brothers involved in the war.
The boy's alive. We are going to send somebody to find him. And we are going to get him the hell out of there.
That's dope. I love the dialogue so far. It's great. And that's definitely an interesting setup or plot that they're doing. Definitely can see how similar it is to kind of the 1917 storyline. And I freaking loved that movie, so I'm sure I'm going to love this.
I understand you speak French and German?
Yes, sir. My German's clean, has a touch of Bavarian, sir.
Very good. You've been reassigned to me. Grab your gear.
That guy just got a big promotion right there, a big mission. Seems a little bit nervous, though, in that first conversation.
I haven't held a weapon since basic training, sir.
Did you fire the weapon in basic training?
Yes, sir.
Well, then get your gear.
Yes, sir.
Oh, jeez. Don't know how well this guy's gonna fare. Seems a little bit clumsy so far. Jeez, what a shot. There's so many things happening in that. The work that would go into a shot like that, even if some of it is VFX and stuff, is just astounding. So much coordination and direction that would go into that. So we just got 8 guys going to get this guy, huh? Relatively small group for, I'm assuming, a big mission.
Hey, want your head blown off, you fancy little you ever touch me with those little rat claws again?
Not too friendly.
Tarzan? Is it,
Hey, drop dead, Corporal.
Gotcha.
These guys are not happy that this translator's with them at all. Just gonna be the bullying target.
It seems to me, sir, that God gave me a special gift, made me a fine instrument of warfare.
Driven, pay attention now. This is the way to gripe. Continue, Jackson.
What I mean by that, sir, is
I love this little conversation they're all having while they're walking. It's a great way to introduce the different characters and their personalities. Shoot, bro, we're already in another battle. I wasn't expecting that so quick.
Streets have been quiet for about 45 minutes.
That's Paul Giamatti? This cast is freaking stacked. My goodness, there's so many people I recognize. The battle's going on and Vin Diesel is just trying to find a good apple. Was that one of the 8 guys, or was that one of the other people that was already here?
Around this corner, defilade right up to those gates.
The set design of this as well, so amazing. It looks legit.
Not gonna be safe when there's not. Are you nuts? Listen to the captain!
Respect to Vin Diesel, man. He seemed like a jerk earlier, but that's pretty nice of him.
At least take you down the road to the next town.
Take this goddamn kid!
Oh no, dude. Dang it, I was not expecting him to die right there so early on. And that was a relatively calm moment too before it happened.
Clarky.
He's still alive though. I wonder where he got shot. I couldn't really tell. Hopefully in a non-lethal area.
It's to my dad. It's got blood on it.
Oh, he's gonna see the others. Bro, this scene is nerve-wracking. Oh, gosh. Oh, dude! Bro went clean through the scope into his eye. What an absolute legend. This dude's an incredible sniper, and that was an unbelievable sequence. I am absolutely loving this movie to death right now. This is so well filmed. Well, that was unexpected. Gosh, I'm never going to be able to breathe normally again during this movie. Nope, definitely not. This movie's going to be 3 hours of stress. I've already been shocked so much already, this movie, that wasn't even particularly shocking. It still was pretty intense, but starting to get freaking used to it.
Sir, Private Ryan reporting is ordered.
At ease. Captain Miller, 2nd Rangers. Wants a word.
Well, I didn't expect him to find him so early on in the movie. I thought that was going to be like the entire thing.
Your brothers are dead. We have orders to come get you, because you're going home.
Oh my God, my brothers are dead.
Gosh, man, so sad. This movie is either incredibly intense or incredibly sad. Not much in between so far. But whichever emotion a scene's delivering, it does it exceptionally well.
It can't be. My brother's still in grammar school.
You're James Ryan.
Yeah.
James Francis Ryan.
James Frederick Ryan, Minnesota.
Oh no, this isn't the right guy. Oh, they just freaking wrecked this guy emotionally for a second. That sucks so much for both parties. For him, for thinking his brothers died, and for these guys knowing that they have to keep moving.
I sure as hell could use you around here, but I understand what you're doing. I got a couple of brothers myself. Good luck.
Thank you.
I mean it. Get them home.
I don't know how far I am into the movie so far, but I honestly could watch this for another 6 hours straight. The way this is filmed is just constantly captivating. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is. I know it's like a respected classic, but I was not expecting this level.
He'd better go home, cure some disease, or invent a longer-lasting light bulb or something. The truth is, I wouldn't trade 10 Ryans for one Becky or one Caparzo. Amen.
As if everything else in this movie wasn't already unbelievably well done. The dialogue of this movie is so well written. It's hard to keep commenting on things about this movie because I'm running out of adjectives to describe how good it is.
James Ryan!
Hey, Joe, doesn't, Mandelson pal around with a Ryan from C Company? Well, bring him up here, would you?
I don't know. I don't feel like they're gonna find him here based off the last time they mixed up with another Ryan.
James Francis Ryan.
No, James Francis Ryan.
All right, give me a pencil. Something to write on.
Nice. Now they're getting somewhere. They met somebody who knows him at least.
We missed our drop zone by about 20 miles. Ran into a colonel who was gathering up men to go to, Rommel.
Let's go. Now we know exactly where he is. Hopefully if there's a lot of other people there as well, it's not going to be too difficult to get to him.
We can't push on Paris until we take a deep water port, and Rommel knows that. So he's going to try to get his armor up.
Guess his hands are always shaking. I thought originally that his hands were shaking because he was nervous, but apparently it's just something constant going on.
It's got to be out of action. Oh, it looks like we got something in that sandbag bunker right under the station.
That'd be so nuts to just be walking across like an entire country and literally everywhere could be a death zone.
We can still skip it and accomplish our mission. I mean, this isn't our mission, right, sir?
Just want to leave it here so they can ambush the next company that comes along? Our objective is to win the war.
Oh, what a line. Shut him up real quick with that. I like this John Miller. He's a good captain. He does the right thing, it seems like. And all the little exchanges like that do so much for character development as well. It's not just talking about strategy. It's like actually showing personality and their mindsets. Oh wow, we're just jumping straight into another battle. Oh no! Dang it, did that kill him right there? Should have cooked it a little bit longer. Man, I said at the beginning I didn't think the whole movie was gonna have battles like the D-Day one, but I was mistaken. There's been some amazing fight scenes since. Heck yeah, they won. Let's go. I'm worried there's gonna be a few casualties though. Oh shoot, man, that's bad right there. They're not gonna be able to do this if they're losing one guy every battle.
Tell us what to do. Tell us how to fix you.
I could use a little more morphine.
Man, and they can't afford to lose their only medic. That's gonna screw everything up later if anybody else gets injured. For not knowing a whole lot about the two soldiers who have died so far, their deaths were pretty powerful moments.
So he says, please don't shoot.
I don't care what he says, Elvin.
Sir, you're gonna let them kill him? This is not right.
I don't know if I would agree with that, saying it's not right. I mean, if he's the guy who just killed him, seems like it's a bit of appropriate justice. Incredible acting by Tom Hanks, man. Jeez, this movie is laying it on thick.
Tell him to march 1,000 paces in that direction. Then he can take off the blindfold, we'll be gone, and he turns himself into the first Allied patrol he comes across.
You gotta be kidding me. We'll let him go?
Wow, I'm surprised that he agreed to let him go. Miller's gonna start losing the trust of his squad. I don't know if I'd have been able to make that decision.
What's the pool on me up to right now? What's it up to? Wait, what is it, $300? Is that it? I'm a school teacher.
I teach English composition.
This guy is smart. He fixed that situation in just seconds.
Sometimes I wonder if I've changed so much, my wife is even going to recognize me whenever it is I get back to her. I just know that every man I kill, the farther away from home I feel.
Oh, that line was astounding, man. I need to know who wrote this script because it is flawless. It's such an incredible scene. So much to unpack from that conversation. Heck yeah, his words were wise enough for him and powerful enough for him to stay as well. If I heard that, I'd want to stay and fight with him. It's gonna stop like right next to him as well, isn't it? How are they capturing this all in frame? The filmmaking of this movie just does not stop astounding me. Every scene just does something crazy new.
We're coming out!
Oh, they were right there the whole time. This is still in the same take as well. I cannot believe this.
Captain Miller. Charlie Company, 2nd Rangers.
Ryan, first to 506.
KFC time.
Whoa, dude, Matt Damon's in this movie. What the heck?
James Francis, Ryan?
Yes, sir. How'd you guess that?
Wait, so he's the one that they've been looking for this whole time? They freaking found him. What the heck is up with so many people trying to save Matt Damon?
Your brothers were killed in combat.
You came all the way out here to tell me that?
Our orders are to bring you back.
Bring me back.
Everyone is just bringing their A game in this movie as far as acting goes.
2 of our guys already died trying to find you, all right?
Why me? Why do I deserve to go? Why not any of these guys? They all fought just as hard as me.
I mean, it's a fair point. That would be pretty difficult to deal with that about the why me if you were the one that got saved.
Tell her that when you found me, I was with the only brothers that I have left, and there's no way I was going to desert them. I think she'll understand that.
Oh, man, the dialogue just hits me every time. There's so many quotable lines in this movie. Some of these lines just hit you emotionally like a sledgehammer.
What if by some miracle we stay and actually make it out of here? Like you said, Captain, we do that, we all earn the right to go home.
About time someone else gives him a hype talk. He's been doing all the work so far.
We could try a sticky bomb. Take a standard issue GI sock, cram it with as much Comp B as it can hold, and you coat the whole thing with axle grease.
This is good. Now we gotta surrender our socks.
And I absolutely love the story progression of this movie. It's so awesome that they're gonna stay and fight with these guys. Not just because it feels like a natural flow, but because it means we're gonna get another sick battle, hopefully.
This position right here, this is the Alamo. They push us back this far, last man alive blows the bridge.
I feel like there's no way they're gonna include that in the dialogue and not have that happen. I'm feeling a little bit worried that because of that last man standing talk that we're really going to get down to that.
Quite a situation, huh?
Ouch.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a real show, huh?
Like that exchange. It's definitely satisfying after their first conversation in the movie where he basically just told them off. And it's believable progression as well because of all the things they've been through together. Here we freaking go, man. My heart's already starting to beat fast, that is.
He sees Tiger tanks, 2 of them, Panzer tanks, 2 of them, infantry, 50 plus change.
Holy crap, how the heck are they gonna take all of them on? That's so many.
Ton of infantry, Captain. I don't know if they took the bait, though.
Cinematography is just going nuts right now. I love it, man. Everything in the movie has been so well done that was a huge moment, and there wasn't even any dialogue or anything. It's just one single nod. It says so much about character development and about everything else. That's how you know you got a good movie right there. Oh shoot, dude, here we go. Here's the big tank that they've been waiting for. I love that it's filming from the soldier's perspective. Makes it feel a little bit more intimidating. Makes it feel like you're there. Dang, dude, let's go. They're taking him out quick. These guys were not prepared for an ambush. Oh my gosh, dude, he just blew himself up. This movie keeps shocking me with moments that I don't expect like that. Yes, it worked. We lost one guy so far with the one bomb, but other than that, the plan is working. How do they get that shot, man? Everything in that looked 100% practical. This is amazing. Not many movies just blow my mind like this.
Heavy weapon or defilade below. I ain't got a shot.
I hope this movie goes on for like another 2 hours because this is some of the best filmmaking I've ever seen. I hope the sound of my speakers isn't too overpowering for those of you listening because there's no way I'm turning this down. I want to experience this.
Blessed be the Lord my strength that teaches my hands to war.
Here we go. Let's go to work, my guy. He's such a good shot, man. Oh no, dude, get out of there. Oh man, I'm devastated, dude. That was such a frightening sequence, just seeing that tank aim up at the tower, knowing there's nothing you can do at that point. This man's bravery has skyrocketed since the beginning of the movie. I absolutely love it. He's had a great character arc. This is unbelievable, man. I'm sorry if I'm getting too repetitive for y'all, but this really is some of the best filmmaking I've ever seen. They rolled over him while he's bleeding out. This is hard to watch, man. Come on, man. Save your guys. Crazy thing is I can understand why it's so hard for him in this situation. Come on, man. Get up there. My guy, you are stressing me out. You're giving me a headache. You need to hurry up.
Stop! Stop! No, 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 no.
Oh man, that's so painful to watch. Dude, everybody's dying, man. This sucks. That's so well acted though, just seeing the pure terror in his voice and in his eyes right there. Come on, man. Don't let him just get away. He just killed your brother, man. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I thought he was gonna have a moment where he, like, stepped up. It's just a completely broken man now. Interesting, though, the parallels, because he was wanting to let that guy go earlier. I guess karma, in a way, came back and protected him right there. I don't know if that's the message that the writing intended right there. That's just what I got from it. Dude, this movie has got to be one of the biggest cinematic achievements ever. Nothing I've ever seen pulls stuff like this off. If this didn't win any Academy Awards, I'm gonna be upset. Did he get hit? Or did he just get clipped? The way this is trending, I feel like everybody's gonna die. Dude, you are right there. You can take all of them out. If he couldn't take out the one guy on the stairs earlier, though, how the heck is he gonna motivate himself to do that? Are they just gonna show Tom Hanks dying right there, just out of nowhere like that? I guess he's not dead quite yet, but man, this isn't a movie, man. This is freaking real war. Oh, yes! Yes, dude. That was the most clutch plane of all time. Also, that was a freaking incredible moment.
Hände hoch! Ich kenne den Mann. Und halte die Schnauze. Abhängen.
Oh, yes, dude. Get you some, my guy. That's what I'm talking about. Avenge your brothers. Dang, I was feeling that right there, man. That was emotional. But what I was going to say before that moment was just that exchange with Tom Hanks shooting a pistol at the tank. It was basically just symbolism for the entire film. Just these few couple of guys going up against impossible odds. And it somehow ended up right in the end.
James earned this. Earn it.
Man, this is getting real sad. Trying to hold it together right now, man. It's tough, though. Whoa, that was incredible. How the heck they pull that off? So he was the one at the very beginning of the movie. I get it now.
I think about what you said to me that day on the bridge. I've tried to live my life the best I could. I hope that at least in your eyes, I've earned what all of you have done for me.
Man, I was so close to just full on crying right there. I got super close. Why do all the best movies have to make me nearly cry at the end of them? Not fair, man. Best man from Pennsylvania, if you ask me. Steven Spielberg. Man, I'm surprised I didn't know that he was the director of this until then. That's close to maybe being the best movie I've seen from Steven Spielberg. It'd really only be second to maybe Jurassic Park. Although, I'd have to obviously let the movie sit with me for a little while. Right now, I'm just coming off the hype of watching it. That's simply one of the best movies I've ever watched, hands down. I was expecting a good movie coming into watching it just because of how highly regarded it is by a lot of people, but I was not expecting the experience that I got. Watching a movie like this, definitely one that makes me jealous of anybody who got to experience this masterpiece in the theater. I don't know if I could find a single thing in this movie or a single aspect of it that I would not say was completely top-notch. Literally every single aspect of this movie I thought was basically perfect. The writing of the movie, unbelievable. Every character, without a whole lot of dialogue, I felt like was pretty well developed, and it paid off big time in that final battle and in those last little bit of moments that we got with each of them, because it felt like I knew who those characters were, even though I hadn't been outright told as an audience viewer exactly who they are, what the intricate aspects of their personalities are, but the movie did such an excellent job of showing enough that I was able to get a good grasp on each of them. And then just the story as a whole was super captivating. I can definitely see the similarities in 1917, where there's some guy's brother who he needs to go and get to and warn and stuff, but it's not really that similar to 1917 in that regard. And so I was definitely glad that it was basically a completely fresh experience for me. And then I said it probably 6,000 times during the movie, but what I assume are mostly practical effects and whatever visual effects they used in this are some of the best I've ever seen. I was blown away in every single battle sequence. I don't know how they pulled off a majority of this stuff, but it's incredible. And the sound design was so good as well. Listening to it on surround sound during the battles, I was completely transported there. I felt like I was there because it was just mixed so well that all the gunshot sounds, all the explosions, it sounded realistic. It didn't sound like super produced or edited to where it just sounded larger than life. And I don't feel like there was really much soundtrack at all during the movie as well, which for war movies, I think that's a very important thing in kind of keeping the realism alive. Obviously, some soundtracks do a good job. 1917 had a great soundtrack, but definitely adds to the realism of the moment and making you feel like you're watching an actual battle and not just a scene from a movie. And all the acting was incredible as well. There wasn't a bad performance in that movie. And with the cast that they had, with a lot of recognizable faces, can sometimes be difficult because one actor will just completely overshadow everyone else and kind of take the spotlight. But I feel like that didn't happen this movie. I felt like everybody pulled their weight and there wasn't like any sort of specific standout for me. Obviously Tom Hanks was fantastic, but I cannot speak highly enough about this movie, man. For a while there, I was planning at the end to kind of list off my other favorite war movies and say, and now on that list I can add Saving Private Ryan, but that's out the window now because I feel like this just ascends higher than that list and just goes up as one of my favorite movies of all time, period. This movie was an absolute masterpiece. It was the definition of a masterpiece, and in my eyes, I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind after I think about it or whatever, but in my eyes, it's basically a perfect film. I don't have a single complaint. I'm not going to be able to think of or drum up any sort of complaint about anything in it. I think everything about it was flawless from start to finish. It's a 3-hour-long movie. Wish it was 3 more hours because I could have watched this all day long. Obviously, it would have made it harder to edit if it was much longer than it was, but just an unforgettable experience. And few movies have made me just in awe and just wowed me with what I'm seeing as this movie did. And looking up and seeing that this movie came out in 1998, are you kidding me? How could this movie be over 20 years old and still look to me today like one of the best movies ever made? This movie, I don't see this aging ever, because if it's over 20 years old now and it still looks like it could be released as a new movie today, that's just astounding and a true testament to how important it is to use a lot of practical effects when you can, because they will never age because what you're watching was actually achieved. I love how this movie just perfectly balanced action and intensity and brutality with heart and emotion and great characters. Achieving that balance, I feel like, is one of the hardest things to do for a war movie, at least in the ones that I've seen. You either go too far one direction and it's just all battle, no characters, or you go too far on the other where it's mostly characters and no good action. And this movie is just a treat to behold because it has perfectly developed characters that by the end you care about each of them, even though some of them seem pretty rude and kind of not characters that you would like in the beginning. They have great arcs. And the action, I've already mentioned some of the best action I've ever seen, and I just looked up, just out of curiosity, which Oscars this movie won, and I was happy to see that it won quite a few for editing, cinematography, sound mixing, sound editing, and best director, all 100% deserved in my eyes. But I was shocked that this didn't win best picture. I looked up what won, and I saw Shakespeare in Love. I think I saw Shakespeare in Love one time during a high school class, and it's almost insulting to me that they considered that to be a better movie than this. Maybe I need to revisit that. Maybe I'm misspeaking, and maybe that's considered a really great movie, but are you kidding me? What a joke that is, because this, I think you could put up against any Best Picture almost any year and it would hold its own. But I'm just super hyped after watching it, so maybe I'm just getting too crazy complimentary of it and maybe I need to take a step back, but I don't know. I'm just so happy with the experience I got out of this movie. I just remembered one thing that I wanted to mention that I had a thought about was when they're listening to that song before the final battle and the translator's talking about kind of the meanings of the lyrics and stuff, and how she's saying, the singer is saying that she lost her boyfriend or husband, whoever it was, and she now sees him wherever he goes. I don't know if that was supposed to be kind of like a metaphor for Ryan after the battle. Wherever he goes now, he just sees the people that died in the process of saving his life, and maybe specifically John Miller, who died saving his life. And so I just thought maybe that was a cool little addition that Spielberg threw in there. But anyway, I can't wait to kind of rewatch this in a sense, doing both the full-length edit and the YouTube edit, because I could not get enough of this movie. And so if you'd like to watch along with me for the entire runtime, because I guarantee it's a good time, definitely check out my Patreon link in the description. That's where you can find my full-length reaction to that. Obviously, you need your own copy of the film to watch along with me. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. And so I look forward to interacting with you all in the comments of this one. Definitely let me know your thoughts on this movie. Maybe if you saw in the theater, what it was like experiencing it there, the sounds, the visuals. If any of you have any thoughts about this not winning Best Picture, definitely rant in the comments about that with me so we can be upset about it together. But I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Appreciate all your support, and until then, peace.